Hey everybody, welcome to our channel, Stones on the Road. So we are out driving around in St. Louis today. We are on, what street is this?
This is
Is it?
what is this? Clayton Road?
This is
No,
Big Bend. Big
And
Bend.
This is what is this? Washington
This is
University.
And then we are coming up on Forest Parkway, which is a major street here in the city. It's an inner connector. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
It connects a lot of stuff. So you can get like Clayton. What else?
Hanley. What I'm going to.
Yeah, you can get a
Hanley
lot of the
Road.
major roads in St. Louis from Forest
Oliver.
Parkway. And we are currently in Clayton. Look at that. That's a beautiful building. This is part of Washington University. I'm about to turn here. So yeah, we're in Clayton right now, heading towards University City. Those are both like right next to each other. So this is Forest Parkway. It's like a little highway in a way, but it's not really, but people treat it like one.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a 40-mile-per-hour road, but yeah, it's like an interstate almost.
So we probably just gonna be driving around, and if I see something interesting, then I will we'll talk about it, come back on. But we are just out on the drive today. I'm going to pick up a silhouette machine from my sister's house, and so we gonna see what we can get into today.
Let's see. This is wherever the wind blows.
Right. We might stop somewhere for lunch or something. I know I bought some muffins for them. I'm gonna leave at her house that I made last night. These chocolate chip muffins for her and her husband. So once we get someplace that is interesting, we will pick back up, y'all. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Stones on the Road. We are on Forest Parkway in St. Louis County. I would say this is called.
Yeah, on the border.
Yeah. See this now. This is Clayton right here, right?
Yeah, this is downtown.
So you know what? I'm just gonna stay live, right? Okay, so y'all can see. This is downtown Clayton. The big buildings that you see here. We are behind this fence right here. This is downtown Clayton. That's what this is. It's just like the Clayton Business District, as you can see there. If you go into court, anything like that, you got to go down here. Huh? Yeah, we
No, this might be Hanley.
Yeah, he passed Hanley. So is this St. Bemiston Avenue? Yeah, I don't like really driving through Clayton. I ain't been through, but I really haven't been driving through Clayton in a while though. It's just
like 20 years.
So yeah, you need to go back that way then, right? Because you can get back on the. What kind of car is that right there? A Porsche. And then you see a lot of expensive cars also in Clayton, because a lot of attorneys and stuff. That is a Chrysler 300. A lot of attorneys. This is their stomping ground, basically. All right, so we are turning to get back onto Forest Parkway. And then you can see that there's big houses back in here. I said that's Clayton. That is a beautiful building right there. That one. I think it's an apartment complex, because I saw like chairs and stuff out on the porch.
Patios in the corner of it.
That's pretty. It's a beautiful day. It's cold as heck, but it's a beautiful day.
It's a park up here called Shaw Park. Actually, this road is named after
Foresight.
but it's only one way in, one way out. I didn't know that until I got that truck stuck.
This is not it. This is Foresight.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this is where U City ends here. It says city limits. Let y'all see down off of Forest Parkway down there. It's Clayton. U City. That's how close they are. They're like, they back up to each other.
Yeah.
All right. These are the house I was talking about that had the designs on them that we just went by. Oh my gosh, can we get out and go look at this church? We gotta walk around. We gonna get out and walk around over here so y'all can see some of the paintings on the buildings. I think this is a beautiful part of Page. And then I just saw a church that just looked demolished. I want y'all to see that too. Look, oh my gosh. As we talk, look at that. Wow. All right, so we gonna get out and walk. Get some exercise in this morning. We are in the Page. What neighborhood you think this is? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna let y'all know, because I always let you know. Oh wow, look at this one. Oh, well. So we just gonna walk around the block here.
On page.
So we gonna get out and walk around, and then I'm gonna let y'all know what neighborhood this is once we find out. You know, we just basically are out on one of our little trips, and we trying to see what we can see in our city that we love. All right, like, share, and subscribe. Stones on the Road. All right, y'all. So again, I want to welcome everybody to our new channel, Stones on the Road. And as I said earlier in the video, I'm gonna let you guys know what neighborhood we are in today. And today we are in the Academy Sherman Park neighborhood. It is located in the beautiful North St. Louis City, right outside of the Central West End. The streets that boundary the area are Dr. Martin Luther King to the north, Delmar Boulevard to the south, North Kings Highway to the east, and Union Boulevard to the west. It was part of the planned westward expansion after the 1904 World's Fair, which was held in Forest Park, which is located like 5-minute drive from the area. It was originally an upper middle class community that was predominantly white until after World War II. Now, after World War II, African Americans moved into the area and the white citizens moved out. So currently, the area is predominantly African American. So two famous white writers from the area that you see on my screen here. We have Miss Sally Benson. She wrote the famous play, Meet Me in St. Louis, and they do that play every year at the Muni. And I think it's free. You can go free at the Muni and see Meet Me in St. Louis every year. Now, the other writer that was from that area that we all had to read plays of, everything about him, was Mr. Tennessee Williams. He was also from the area, and one of the plays that we had to read when I was in school was called The Glass Menagerie. And he wrote a lot of other plays. You can look him up. He's wrote a lot of things. So that is the beautiful Academy Sherman Parks area. So next up is my husband. He's going to tell you guys a little bit about this church that we saw. And this was one of the main reasons why we decided to stop and tour the area. So he's coming right up. So I just noticed it says here, St. Mark's School. See? STMARKS. So that's what this was here.
Parochial school.
Wow.
Hey guys, welcome back, and thanks for joining us today on our tour of the Academy neighborhood. So wifey and I, we stopped in the first place because we saw this church. So I did a little research, and this is St. Mark's Roman Catholic Church, and it's located at Page and Academy. This church is opened in 1893, and it closed its doors in 1992, and it also had a school attached to it, actually two schools, but the one school is the St. Mark the Evangelist High School. It's an all-girls parochial school. It's located at Minerva and Academy. To be specific, it's 1327 Academy. It opened in 1909. Closed in 1974, the year I was born. So yeah, two very significant parts of our St. Louis history, you know, from the turn of the century. So I thought that was pretty cool. What do you think?
I thought it was pretty neat too. I thought it was sad that the buildings were allowed to be in such disrepair. And it was dangerous walking around by this building. You could see that the chapel, or what is that? Is that called the chapel? The steeple was about to fall off. It was just dangerous. The stained glass windows were caved in, and this is just sitting in the middle of a neighborhood that people live in. So, yeah, it was neat to see, but at the same, it was depressing as well. So, all right, y'all, moving on. Okay, so we are still on Minerva. I just want y'all to see some of these houses that people have to live next to. Like somebody lives here. But look at the place next door to it. Nobody lives there. Yeah, that's how my grandparents' house was. Because they probably bought that lot.
Yeah, bought the lot. Dang.
thing is all the chicken coops and the beehives you can have.
Mm-hmm. Like it would be like at some point, like you could move over. Like the land over here at some point gonna be valuable again.
Right.
Don't you
They
think?
got the new north side they put.
Yeah. Look at these places. Oh wow. The fact that you would let something get in this much of disrepair like this.
All these buildings.
Yeah.
Somebody could be living in.
See, somebody rehabbed this one. It looks cool. But then, like I said, you look across the street. Well, that one was rehabbed as well.
Who would want to? I mean, I guess some people see the vision in it that it's coming back.
Like, yeah, like look at theirs. They redid
nice.
some stuff. Yeah. So I'm saying theirs look okay.
But it's just when
theirs look okay.
When you look around across the street, you like, oh.
Yeah, this is what their view is across the street, though, y'all. That's the problem.
But, you know, like this one's nice.
Yeah, because I know it's like quiet as hell over here at night.
Yeah, because there's nothing. I mean, this stuff.
It's
is
just
all,
a lot of vacant lots and vacant buildings.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's not a lot of crime that
Yeah.
people would think. Because
Yeah, it's not.
these people are mostly elderly that live in these.
And it's like houses few and far between that are actually livable. So it's not like it's like big, like the whole street is, you know,
right,
filled with houses. It's just like it'll be like 3 here, 2 here. People. Look at that old car they got.
Yeah, they older. They got some stuff. They just like we just retired.
They own their home.
They don't bother nobody.
Yeah.
Right? So this is a great.
I wouldn't mind having that as my view. Just a vacant lot, would you?
I wouldn't mind having that lot.
Me either.
You know what I mean? Boy, I have a farm, a whole farm over here.
That's how people would be like buying up the land and then they put like the container house. Remember that man put a container house over here
like
somewhere?
You buy a little lot like this, have you a container, like a tiny home, and it got to all be your land.
Somebody got this. I like how they did their steps here. So somebody redoing their little place here. So this block right here has a lot of houses clustered together. And even across the street, those are not condemned. Which is cool.
That's sad.
It is. Yeah, I like they stairway rails.
Very interesting.
It is. It is.
Demographics of St. Louis. How the system, look at that, roof falling apart.
Yeah. These damn board up companies should make all money.
Yep.
Cause everything got boards on it. It ain't got no dang window, but it's got a board.
Look at that big old nice house, them big old windows.
Ooh, yeah, I love how those windows are up there. Oh my gosh, I would buy that. I would buy that house. I would buy that. It's a beautiful home. I mean, it would be like really a lot to get it fixed because it's been open to nature.
It's got a good brick foundation.
It'd be messed up if I come to y'all next week like, we bought this house.
Right.
I mean, I won't be, but I'm just saying.
On the LRA list, I want to
Look at that. It's just all condemned properties over here in vacant lots. Like, people talk about prime real estate. Why don't they come over?
Because it ain't working yet. When they start building that geospatial center, that's when everybody gonna jump on it and start getting it.
Okay. This is Union right here. So we trying to get back down the page. Let's see here. You want to walk through here?
Yeah, go to the page. Right on the other end.
All right. Okay. All right, so we crossed the street. I want y'all to see these paintings on these buildings of famous St. Louisans. And then can we tell them if we know who these people are? See if we know who these people are. See if y'all know who these people are. I mean, they have the names on the photos, but I'll tell you if I've ever heard of these people. Okay, coming up here. I think it's gonna be an immediate no. Onion.
Yeah, he had like a radio station. He would like kind of like, you know, like a soapbox where he would talk about it.
Okay. What about Earl Austin? No.
Heard of him.
And he kind of looks scary. John Bass. I don't like how they drew the afro on his head or whatever that is. He looks sort of Star Trekian. I don't know. Bernie Hayes. I don't know who that is either. Julia Green. I don't know. Chris Green. Nope. Henry Givens. Let's see, Denise Times, I've heard of them. Lou Junior Times, you've heard of them?
Lou Godfather Time, nope.
I've now, okay. Cedric the Entertainer, yes. I've heard of him. And they actually did a really nice liking of him on here. I'm trying to see the buildings that these are on. These are condemned buildings with this stuff on them, but I think I like how the artists rendered these photos. Okay, now Paula Carter, I don't know. This is the building that they're on here. I think this must be the newscaster building or something. Is that what it is? Who knows? Paula Carter, don't know who that is. Now, Christopher Smith, I don't know who that is. Robin Smith, I do. She was a news Channel 4 anchor. And
so
Floyd Irons.
Her father or uncle?
Maybe. Huh. And then we got Percy Green, never heard of him. Okay, we going down. Evelyn Rice Peebles, I've never heard of her either. I've heard of Vervis Jones first.
He was a congressman or something?
Because his name be on a lot of stuff in the city.
He was some kind of politician.
Yeah.
Corey Spinks.
What?
Corey Spinks.
Oh, wait just a second. I don't know who this is. It say C. Green, but I don't think that's who that is. The C. Green is the one that painted that. I don't know who that is there. O.L. Shelton and Jamala Rogers. Kevin Cunningham and Corey Spinks. I wonder if Corey Spinks know his picture is up here.
Probably not.
All right, next building. We have here Tyrone Thompson. I don't know who that is. Eddie Hassan. I don't know who that is. And Darlene Green is a comptroller here in St. Louis, I think. Her name be on everything as well.
Yeah.
I think that's why some people get into this, just to have their name on stuff, because they don't make a change. And to have your photo painted on the front of a building, because like I said, there's no change being done here in the city, but your face is on everything. It's some across the street as well. I don't know who most of those people are either. And we finna walk down here and cross at the light. But these are all condemned. Like it's like you put your face on these buildings, but you didn't do anything to improve it. Right? Like they're condemned. Like what the heck? Right? That's just crazy. This person, I've heard of him. He does something with the juvenile system.
Oh, okay.
So I've heard of Judge Jimmy Edwards. He's like the head over that school, Blewett.
Yeah.
He's with troubled kids.
Like juvenile. Deputy.
And then
probation.
Yeah. This is Paige. This is that church that we're about to cross back, get in our car and go home. But yeah. It's always nice to get out and walk. You should go explore your city. I like their little scooter. I mean, my son bought a scooter. They came up in our yard, cut the chain and wheeled that mug out. Stole it. He never got it back. So, and then they felt comfortable enough to come in my yard to do that.
Apparently they felt that he was like him.
Yeah, apparently. Look at this church. So this is the thing that made me want to stop. We finna cross back over. So I want to show you how this stained glass window has fallen in here at this church. Okay, look at this window here. Oh Lord. I gotta get a photo of that. That is just, it's amazing. It's amazing that has not fallen. The place where learning takes place. That's what that says there. It's learning, all right. All right. All right, y'all. So we are about to head back home. We went on that little excursion there through. That was just on Page. So that was, we're going to do that. We're just going to drive around, see something that we see interesting, and stop and walk around and see the area. So y'all, I'm going to have to see what area it is.
Sometimes you can drive all the way to Illinois and find something. Like that beach we found.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff.
Chain of Rocks Beach.
It's like I need to get back out in the world, get out. What's that?
There's a truck over there.
But here is Page. We basically turned off of it, and we are now on Kings Highway, and we are headed back south. I hope you guys enjoyed this journey. If we make any other stops, I will include y'all today, but I think we are gonna go home, put together our beehive, get our bee area together. We might stop to get some bricks or something to build a bee area. I don't know. If we do, you'll see it. But we are headed home because this is his last day. He has to go back to work tomorrow.
Pallets.
Yeah, we need pallets. Don't forget also, this evening we are going to be making some delicious sweet and sour fried chicken thighs with some steamed rice, some tempura veggies. You need to tune in for that later on this evening. But we are signing out here on Stones on the Road.
Stones on the Road.
All right, y'all. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Stones on the Road, Bees, Beds, and Boxing, and As the Garden Turns. All right.
Like, share, and subscribe.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So we're going to stop at the Foundry here and see if we can get lunch. It's across the street from IKEA. So we're going to go in here, the Foundry. This is a new area here in St. Louis that they just built. We're going to see if we can find something for lunch here. Take y'all with us. It says public parking. Is that where entrance $3 an hour for 1 hour?
Yeah, right.
What about right here? All right, parking lot right here. Go park here. So we're gonna park and see what we can find to eat. So this is the Foundry. Let's see what we see. True Fusion. What else is this? Big Shark. So this looks like an apartment building here. So you can live over the Foundry in these apartments. They have apartments here as well. They say they are now leasing. And then this looks like is this a movie? Why have we not come here? The Alamo Drafthouse Cinema. We're gonna have to come to this movie theater because this looks like a movie theater. I think so. Cinema. That's a movie.
They also say Draft House.
But that's beer.
Yeah, like a brew house. But it says cinema.
Yeah, so you should be able to drink and probably see a movie or something. We're gonna walk closer. And I think this is a clothes place or something. Clothing store. Because I know we walked through here once. And I don't know if we're gonna end up going to this store up here or we're gonna go to some restaurant in here. Okay, it says food hall is this way. You can see it say food hall. So they have a museum of illusions. Get ready for a fascinating adventure. You won't believe your eyes. That's cool. That's something different. You want to go out and do something. I guess it's like visual illusion. You just walk through and look at stuff.
Stuff that, hook together and
yeah, look at the visual illusion there in the window. It was a swirly thing. So it's showing you what you can do there.
Like the thing to make you big on one side.
Yeah.
And make you
Museum of Illusions. That's new. I didn't know that was something here.
buy tickets for it.
All right, I don't know how much it costs, but that's not something we're finna do anyway. They have a city winery. Okay. Yeah. I guess it's supposed to look like Foundry work.
That's the old stuff that was originally here. They just kept it.
Look at look how that looks down here, y'all. That is pretty. What is that? It look like they painted that wall there. Oh wow. This is the Foundry, y'all. It says St. Louis size everything. Y'all, I make a lot of big stuff. And it's because I'm from the Loop. But they apparently make big stuff here. Apparels, games, toys, and everything. So like you can get pizza. They are closed until further notice, so they're not open. Okay. It's kind of dead here, huh?
Right. Like, what's in here?
What time is it right
Where
now?
the food at?
Right, I'm looking for what is going on, y'all. Urban Fort. Golden Gems. I wonder what this is. The Golden Gems. It's a good day to have a good damn. Take a breath. Remember who the hell you are. Okay, I think this is just a novelty store. Yeah. I think it's just a novelty store. Food hall is right here. You want to go in here? So we're gonna go inside the food hall, y'all. All right, y'all. So we wanted to give you guys what we thought about the Foundry. So we shop at the Goodwill by the Pound store, which is located across the street. We always would see this building that was in disrepair that sat on the opposite side of the highway. Well, they have now turned that into this wonderful Foundry. So they have like a movie theater. There are places to eat. They have a food court. And we went into the food court. Now I'm giving you my honest opinion. I did not like it, but that was just me. I thought it was worthless. I felt that it's not something that was necessarily needed. And it was a Tuesday when we went. It was pretty dead there. So that was just, I wasn't impressed at all. Now I'm gonna let my husband tell you what he thought.
I wasn't impressed either. I mean, like, none of the stores made any sense. The food was overpriced. I didn't understand the food in the food court. And, none of the people offered you a sample, or they didn't come and engage with you. It was just kind of...
And then the area was like industrial.
Right. It was a steel foundry or whatever. So, yeah, it's just... I don't know. They tried, but I give it a thumbs down. Right. But who am I?
Y'all. So we're moving on. After we left the Foundry, we went home. Actually, we went to we had lunch with, what was the name of the place with the chicken strips?
Raising Cane.
We had Raising Cane. Why don't they put seasoning on their food? Why they don't use salt, pepper? They got seasoning, salt, lemon, pepper seasoning. It's all kind of stuff. They use flour. Yeah, so it was sort of a disappointing eating trip.
It was like chicken strips.
Yeah, it was chicken. It was just blah. Yeah. Raising Cane's. Put some seasoning on your food. That's all I gotta say. All right. Okay, so we went up to the store here, and I saw this. So I always gotta start if I see seeds. Can't help myself. So we'll see if I see anything here. They're $2.99 each. Forgive me, I just walked up a flight of steps. That was ridiculous. And so yeah, see if they have anything. Could be an outing where I find something that I put in my yard from our outing. Okay, let's see an outing crop. Trying to see something that I ain't got. See poppy. Oh. What about some poppies? Or some Thumbelina zinnias. Jeez. Don't see anything, y'all. But I'm gonna get something just cause, like I said. Okay, let's see. We gotta pick something. I got celery. Soy. All right, I'm gonna pick something and then I'm gonna let y'all know what I picked once we get home. All right, y'all, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so this is Fresh Time Market. I told you guys we just walked up here. What is this? Brownies. This is their desserts. We're gonna get something from here, I think.
So just like the ones we had.
Yeah.
Sugar on them.
Do they have chocolate chip ones? Yeah.
Right.
Mine look better than that. I'm saying that because I'm biased. Right, we can try to see what they got here. Let's prepare food already.
They got a deli, like 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, thanks. Fresh sandwiches.
Okay, so let's see what they got in this little thing. Because this is like prepared food in here, right?
Yeah. These are fresh sandwiches. Roasted turkey and Swiss on whatever kind of
Falafel turkey club.
West turkey. Oh, turkey club wrap. These are $2 off. What is this? Just hunks of salad? Just
Yep, like tuna or something. Let's see. They had a place where they sold biscuits and We tried them and I did not like them at all. They were not good. And they should have been ashamed of that. They got that?
They have soup here. I think they make fresh sandwiches over here to order.
Sushi. Yeah. Seaweed salad. This is the view from the top. I think they're trying to get us a San Francisco vibe because this also reminds me of when we went to San Francisco and now on their docks, the sourdough company that we went to.
Yeah, we go fish and all that.
No, that's Seattle. Yeah,
The pier.
this reminds me of the pier in San Francisco that we went to, where you catch the boat to Alcatraz Island. We went and we stopped at that sourdough restaurant that was right there, and we had lunch. It reminds me of that. I think that's what they're going for.
Well,
But they just don't have the food and the atmosphere to go along with it.
And the actual.
I mean, I can say they tried, but this. I don't know. I don't think that this is going to be.
All money on this.
Yeah, I think that this may not be a successful area. Don't go on what I say, but I don't think that this is screaming success.
I mean, you ain't beating down the doors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like dead right now, and the stuff is open, and I would be upset if I open up a place down here and nobody is coming, because I don't even see advertisements and stuff on TV or anything.
Radio,
Nothing. So yeah, it's pretty dead down here. They do have an iHeart Media place down here.
They closed.
Yeah.
Arms, the Garden District. What is this stuff?
And then maybe it's more lively through the week, through the weekend, I guess, because today is Tuesday. So maybe. But yeah, this is the Foundry in St. Louis. This is a new venue that they opened. It's got a food court, shopping. It has a grocery store, and it looks like it has a cinema here. That's where we was gonna walk past on our way out to see what they're showing there. But yeah. All right, y'all. So we are going to say good night here, or goodbye, good evening, whatever. But this is the Raisin Cane's that we had for dinner. Well, for lunch. What am I talking about for dinner? We had it for lunch. It was for lunch. And then also, I ended up choosing collard greens to grow. You can check out my channel as Lauren Turns, and you can see those seeds become a beautiful flower. Now, we're not only a flower, stuff that you can eat. Where are we going next week, babe?
Well, we might try South Point Hospital or Lutheran Hospital, or we're thinking about retracing our relationship from like our both birthplaces to the schools, our little hangout spots, places we used to park, Lover's Lane, all that kind of stuff. So you don't know where we're gonna pop up.
You don't know where we're gonna pop up, so that's why you should tune in every time.
Might go to Indiana next week.
We might. I mean, you never know where the stones might roll up.
Yeah.
And when I'm saying roll up, because when we go places, we roll up. We roll up on you. All right. That's why we call stones on the road. So we will see you guys next week. Never knowing where we gonna be. But don't forget to join us
on
the next episode of